Hey everyone, Caleb with the Antique Book Collective, and today I'm getting to you guys with where can I source stuff for my eBay store. So obviously there are 1,000,005 places where you can source stuff from your eBay store, but they aren't always helpful and they don't always turn out consistently for what you want, what you need, and they aren't always the best places for you to get it for a good price. So in this video, I'm going to be explaining where I like to get my stuff, where you can get really good prices for your stuff, and where you can cut through and get some like pretty cool ninja tips, if you will, on some of the really cool places that a lot of people won't always look to find stuff for eBay stores in general. So without further ado, I'm just going to list these things off. So first things first, Goodwill Outlet. Goodwill Outlet is an amazing place. It's not the normal Goodwill stores. You can make some good money in normal Goodwill stores, but Goodwill Outlets generally are a whole lot cheaper and they can make you some really, really good money because they are so much cheaper. And they also have stuff at these Goodwill Outlet stores, which are called the bins by people that go there. You can make some really good finds there, stuff that you will never find at normal Goodwill stores, or at least almost never, because they sometimes send stuff straight from the stores that they don't want to list at the store. They send it straight to Goodwill Outlet. So for me, I buy and sell antique books, and they don't sell antique books at like 99.9% of the stores that I go to. They only sell like the newer books, like maybe the oldest one they have is 40 years old, but what I'm buying is books that are at least 100 years old for a lot of my antique books. So I can't find any of those books at normal Goodwill stores, but I can find them at Goodwill Outlets. Something else that you can find at Goodwill Outlets but not at stores is they have a whole lot of more furniture, a lot more like electronic stuff, a lot of like everything. So it's really worth checking out, guys. And what I found personally is the stuff at Goodwill Outlet isn't sorted through as much as what you find at the Goodwill stores. So that's another thing that you might want to definitely check out. So Goodwill Outlet, be sure to check that out. Next thing is estate sales. So you can find estate sales near you on Craigslist, on estatesales.net, estatesales.org, all those sort of places. Those are some great places that you can just go. You can check out someone's house where they're selling everything in their house, and you can get some really, really stinking good deals. And if you are like me and you're buying and selling antique books, it's a great place to buy antique books because like no one that goes to these things, from my experience, no one that goes there is looking specifically for antique books that I'm interested in. Like when I go more towards downtown Portland, because I live outside of Portland, there are some more booksellers that will buy the stuff I'm interested in, but they're not as focused on it, so they will overlook a lot of the stuff that I end up buying. So I am still able to make a good amount of money when I go towards Portland. But again, as I've said in other videos, I hate going towards Portland for quite a few reasons. One of them is because of the competition. So that's another thing that you guys want to consider is what cities are worth going to for estate sales or just anything in general, because some cities will charge more for things than others, but some cities will have nicer things for your business than others. So that's something you guys definitely want to keep in mind. Next things that you can go to check out more stuff to buy for your bookstores or whatever you sell on eBay is, so I already mentioned Craigslist, but you can buy not just stuff from estate sales, but like you could just type in books on Craigslist or bookshelves. That's a little bit of a ninja tip right there, or a pro tip. If you look at bookshelves, sometimes people selling bookshelves are people that have books and just thought these books don't have value, so they're getting ready to throw them away. So if someone's selling a bookshelf, or if they're emptying out a storage bin or something like that, that is something that you definitely want to look into is, hey, do you have any books? I liked books, or whatever else that you guys end up selling. The next place is Facebook Marketplace. So that's a new place. It's not something I've used personally to buy books, but I have heard of quite a few people that go to Facebook Marketplace to buy books. So that's something you guys should definitely check out if you are looking for new places to source stuff, is Facebook Marketplace. And something really cool about it is you can just type in, let's say you're selling dress shoes, you can type in dress shoes. You'll probably have dresses show up, and you'll probably have shoes dress up, and you'll probably have shoes show up, but you might have enough dress shoes show up on Facebook Marketplace that'll make it worth buying all those things near you. And I guess on Facebook Marketplace you could do it like based on zip code. I don't know exactly, I haven't used it very much, but that is something that's definitely worth checking out as well. Another thing is OfferUp and all those other like newer apps that they have that you can just go and exchange stuff with all these other people. So that's another place that you can go to buy stuff. And another place that you can go is basically garage sales. And yeah, sometimes they are listed on Craigslist, but other times you just have to drive through town and you can find these things. And there are 1,000,005 other places that you might want to check out. For me, I like small town things because there are a lot less people buying and selling stuff for eBay. in small towns. Like I have found like maybe 3 people in all my different trips over the past few years. So that's another thing that you guys might want to check out. You might want to go to the nearest small town, especially in a day that you have a good feeling is going to have a lot of estate sales, garage sales, all that sort of stuff. But a little trick right here: when you go to these small towns, be sure to hop onto Facebook first and look up this small town. A lot of times these small towns will have their own newspapers on Facebook for just their small town, or you could just Google it. But honestly, some of the best ones I found have been on Facebook for some reason. It's a Facebook newspaper for the town. I don't know. But that's something you guys might want to check out, because sometimes people make announcements for estate sales, garage sales, all that sort of stuff in their local newspaper because they only expect locals to show up. So that is something else that you guys might want to definitely check out. So all that said and done, there are 1,000,005 places that you can go to source stuff for your eBay businesses. And something that I've actually heard, this is a little bonus one if you guys will, something else that I've heard is you can actually like talk to the actual manufacturer of the things you're doing. So let's say you buy and sell shoes, you can actually reach out to Skechers and get a manufacturer's contract with these people where they'll send you these shoes, you'll buy them straight from them, and you can get some good profit on that, because a lot of times they have the how much they made it for, how much they mark it up off what they made it for, and then they have what they MSRP or whatever, what the manufacturer says you should sell it for. And that's usually a good enough chunk that you can make money just on an eBay store, just off of buying it brand new. So you don't have to just buy used things. Just a little tip right there. For me, I'm not ever going to do that because I can't buy brand new antique books. Believe it or not, antique books have to be old and used. Imagine that. But all that said and done, there are a lot of places where you guys can go to buy your stuff for your eBay stores. If you guys would like to learn more about eBay stores in general, or especially antique books in general, that whole business, be sure to subscribe below. I talk about it extensively on this channel. As you guys can tell by my channel name, Antique Book Collective, I'm all about antique books, and I want to make a collective of different sellers buying and selling antique books, because without other buyers and sellers for antique books, these books actually get thrown away. So I need your guys' help to buy these antique books, save them from the garbage can, and that way if we can get enough of them, there's going to be more buyers. And at the end of the day, antique books are really stinking cool too. So be sure to subscribe if that interests you guys, and be sure to check out one of my other videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.